Look at that one.
Beautiful.
Right? I fucking nailed it.
That is a good one.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm here all week.
So we'll start off with finely chopping one onion.
How many potatoes do we need?
Do the onion first.
I've done it.
Oh, you're ahead.
You always do this, Mum.
3.
Yeah, 3 like medium ones.
Are we just putting these straight in the pan, Paul?
Yeah, chuck it straight in the pan.
Any oil?
Yeah, give a good glug of oil. Any oil you want, not olive oil. Olive oil's rubbish. And then we need 4 cloves of garlic.
Oh, no, then. Yes, yeah.
They're very laid back chat today, don't they?
4? What's wrong with 4 cloves of garlic?
Chopped or crushed?
You want it as fine as possible. With the garlic and the ginger. You want about the same amount of ginger. To add some chopped chilli to that. As much as you want. I would just use 1. Really finely chopped. And then once you've got your chilli in there, you can start to sweat this down on a medium heat. Add some salt. So whatever curry spices you want about a tablespoon. So we're using some cumin, ground coriander, and turmeric. So you can use standard curry powder, just turmeric, just cumin, whatever takes your fancy.
Check it out, y'all.
Okay, now while that's cooking down, we're going to chop your potatoes, diced, about the size of a large pea. Don't forget to stir your onions. Once you chop your potatoes, chuck it into your pan. Yeah, so once you've sweated down the potatoes for a couple of minutes, add about half the amount of peas compared to potatoes. Yeah, so once it's cooked for about 2 minutes, then you want to add about half a cup of water. And we're just going to cook it down on a medium heat until the potatoes go tender. I'm going to make these herby as well with a pinch of mint and a pinch of coriander. If it starts to dry out at the bottom of the pan before your potatoes are cooked, just add another splash of water. So while it's cooking, just leave it on low and let it carry on. And then when the potato mix is ready, just turn it off and leave it to cool slightly. Yeah, for the next one, 250 flour, some salt again, 100 water. So it's a bit of a firmer dough.
Warm water.
Just as it is, just cold. And then you're going to bring it together. As soon as it's smooth, then stop. Once it starts to come together, just get your hand in there and scrunch it around until you have a smooth dough again. It'll come together. It'll look fairly smooth. It'll have some give in it, but it's more like a pastry than it is. It's kind of in between a pastry and a dough. Cling film, sandwich bag.
I haven't got a sandwich bag, so I'm going to have to use a bin bag. Or film.
So if you've got cling film...
Well, no cling film.
Oh, Jesus. You can use a damp tea towel.
Callum, do we have any tea towels? A clean one?
Oh, are we off?
We're off.
Right.
Okay. Split your dough into 6 equal pieces. So each lump, just bring them together into a little ball. And all we're going to do is roll it out into a circle. Again, one that's fairly thin, should go to about the size of a side plate, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do is cut the circle in half. So each ball's going to give you 2 samosas. You bring the flat edge together and just squish it at the bottom. So what you end up with is a little cone. If it's not quite sticking, use a touch of water.
Righty-ho.
Just going to fill that with our filling. leaving a centimetre gap all the way around the top, or even more actually. You only want to roll out one at a time,
Oh,
or they'll go dry.
right.
All we're going to do is bring the sides together, and then with the top, push it together, and that's your samosa.
One down, carrying on.
All you do is your folded side, you just push that down on the worktop and sit it up. You can reshape it so it's a bit of a triangle, but then what you end up with is that kind of samosa.
Very good.
Oh.
Oh, that is spot on.
Oh, well done.
Show off.
I can't take the credit. Daniel's folding.
Shall I show you ours?
Oh, well
Nice.
Oh, nice. That's looking good.
Get me flappage tucked in.
Lovely.
Fancy Sarah.
Splendid.
Did everybody get yogurt, cucumber, and mint to make a raita?
Yeah.
You can make that whenever you want. Just yogurt, finally shred up your mint, and grate your cucumber.
And how
See how
long,
it-
how long are we going to take?
2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay, really?
Be gentle with my pussy.
Oh, I've got 2 balls left.
Right, so we can fry the ones now, can we? That's frying.
Are you deep frying, Mum?
No, well, I can't deep fry. I can only shallow.
Yeah. A shallow fry's fine, as long as they're half submerged.
Okay.
This pan of oil's scaring me. It's popping like a deep fat fryer.
No, it's popping because you've got water in your pan.
Oh, really?
It won't have been properly dry.
No, it wouldn't have been properly dry.
No,
Yeah.
but you know what happens when water goes in hot oil?
Yeah, it'll evaporate though, won't it?
Yeah, it will do.
After a while.
You're literally playing with fire. So just be careful.
Can't do this too many weekends. I'm getting a little bit plastered. You're getting plastered as well, Crystal. Look at you. Oh, you've got the biggest jug of wine in you, haven't you?
It's Spritzer.
Rubbish.
And what are you drinking? Beer?
Port.
Oh, God. Steady. Go steady.
So you should end up with something a bit like that. Are you getting little bubbles in them, Crystal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, isn't it? Get the little bubbles.
Look, do you see?
Great.
And
Oh, that looks good.
Sarah's got bubbles.
Oh, and Sarah's got bubbles. Lovely.
They're looking good.
Yeah, they're looking very good.
Oh,
Hello.
can you believe that? All them condiments, no mint sauce.
Oh, that's
34.
35.
35 condiments and you don't have mint sauce.
We've got 34 condiments. 35.
All them condiments.
Oh, yeah. That's ridiculous.
Well, you can freeze the samosas.
Yeah, I'd freeze them before cooking.
Oh, too late. We've cooked the whole village.
Mine's really spicy. I don't know about yours. I think I put too much chili in. Nice though. I like it.
Right, what are these ones like?
They're good. They're a bit chewier because they're a bit more solid, but they're very nice.
So we want the same amount of ginger and garlic and chili again into a big bowl.
Any onion?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, have you not got that pre-chopped, Mum?
no, I used to on the last one.
Oh, no. Same amount as before. So 4 cloves of garlic,
Put this guy
about an
in.
inch square of ginger, 1 chili, all really finely chopped. And I would say half an onion for this, as fine as you can get it. And then just add it to your chicken mince or whatever you're using. I'm using about 350, 400 grams.
Are we cooking this filling?
Switch off now.
No.
I'd just like to give out a public health warning. Stopping drinking can have a dramatic effect on your heart rate. You can become very ill. You need to drink on a regular basis. Since for me and wifey stopped drinking, I'm nearly dead now by the looks of it. So be careful. Don't stop drinking.
What difference that
Do we
makes?
put salt in the mince?
Yes. And give it a really good season with salt and pepper. Get your hands in there and proper break it down. When your chicken mix is ready, you can keep that in the fridge. So once we're ready for the dumpling wrappers, We need 225 grams of plain flour and 130 mils of hot water. Just warm water's fine, just warm. When it's all come together pretty much, then you can tip it out onto a work surface and then just start working it until it's nice and smooth.
You flour the work surface or not really? No.
No, you shouldn't need to. If it's not quite coming together, then just add a touch more water until it does, basically. It should feel fairly sticky, but not actually stick to your fingers.
All right. It's sticky.
Once it's together, just bring it onto your worktop, and then, yeah, if it's still sticking after you've tried to work it, just sprinkle it with flour. And then once you got it to that stage, just wrap it in a bit of cling film or in a freezer bag. We're just going to leave it to rest for a bit. Has everybody got a pastry cutter?
Pastry cutter. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you haven't, because we haven't, we're going to use a wine glass.
How big, Paul?
That one or that one?
We're using one which is 2.5 inch. And then you want a pastry brush and a cup with some water in it.
Right.
Okay, lightly dust your worktop with flour. We want the softer dough, yeah. At the back of the worktop, quite heavily dust it with flour, because that's what we're going to sit the gyozas on after we've shaped them. You just cut your dough in half, put it on the work surface and give it a good dusting all around. And then roll it out with a rolling pin. You can do it all if you want. It'll just give you more area to work with, because you want to roll it out fairly thin. If it's sticking, keep turning it, give it a dust with the flour.
Thin.
Thin, yeah, about as thin as a penny.
Now what we're doing, cutting them out?
Yeah.
Paul's got his wine glass.
He's got to open it.
He's cutting out with it.
Yeah.
You're just going to brush your disc with a little touch of water and a little ball of filling, and just pinch it together. Just pinch the edges so you make like a little Cornish pasty, and then you're just going to crimp your edges with a finger and thumb and a finger, and just make little indentations.
Ah.
So you end up with your little tiny gyoza.
Paul, can you leave them like this in the fridge till the next day before you cook them?
Yeah, just put them on a plate, cling film them, they'll be fine.
Oh, that's handy to know. Is it vegetable oil or olive oil we cook them in?
Not olive oil. Never use olive oil for cooking. I cannot stress that enough. It annoys me.
Okie doke.
It just goes bitter and burns at a low temperature. A frying pan. Ideally, you want a frying pan that you've got a lid with. I mean, we don't, so we just use a bit of foil on top. It's fine. Yeah, just a little drizzle in the bottom of the pan. Okay, so once you've got your pan nice and warm, okay, so we're just going to fry those off.
Oh, it's exciting.
And what you're looking for is a nice golden brown colour just on the bottom. Once you've got that golden brown colour, we're going to add a cup of water to the pan, just so that water's lightly covering the bottom of the frying pan. Put a lid on, and then we'll cook them for 5 minutes. While they're cooking, you want to make a little dip for them. I'm going to go with soy, sweet chili, and lime with a touch of sesame oil, but it's completely up to you. You can see mine on the screen. There's just a little bit of water in the bottom bubbling away. And then we're just going to cover those, give it 5 minutes until that water's evaporated. They should be gently steaming. You want the water to be steaming them for 5 minutes. After that, we're going to take the lid off, and you should have a fairly dry pan. Then you're just going to give them a shuffle around and a glaze. So that water's going to evaporate. So now you can see on mine have had about 4 minutes. There's a little bit of water in the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them going just until that water's gone. So you should have a nice steamed gyoza, and you've still got that nice colour on the bottom. And then let that water evaporate. So you can see now all of the water's gone, and they're basically, mine are frying again now. All the water's gone, they're frying. I'm just going to give them 20 seconds frying just to dry out that bottom again. Yeah, and it should feel fairly firm inside.
It's like it's quite solid inside.
Yeah, it's really solid. I think I did mine quite full though. They're a little bit too full.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're more like meatball.
What are everybody's like? Are they looking good? You've eaten them? No, they must be good then.
Lovely. Well, thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you very much.